Straight up Tennessee. What's happening? Good to see everybody this morning. Got the mic switched. Just got the mic switched. Good to see everybody this morning, man. It is Friday. We did not record last night, so you get me live this morning for a quick little morning vibe. Tennessee is 15. I repeat, 15. I mean, I guess technically you could say 14, but we close. It's almost that time. Who's ready to shine? Who's ready to be that standout guy? Josh Heupel met with the media after the scrimmage on Wednesday. It was the last scrimmage of fall camp. Man, it feels like now it's that time. I've been listening to way too much Josh and Swain, way too much Swain event. Cannot wait to dive in a little bit this morning. Again, it's just me, the boy Turn, working. I'll be working here shortly, but I love this so much. I love straight up Tennessee. I love the community we have. We got to get a show out today. You know what I'm saying? It's Chop It Up Friday, baby. Nice little morning vibe today. Who's ready to shine for this team? We'll see what Josh Heupel says. And the last thing I have to say before we kick it to the intro of the show, of course, is college football asleep on what Tennessee can actually bring to the table this year? I think college football is asleep a little bit, and it reminds me a lot of one year that we all know. It's like, hey, lock in with us. It's time to lock in. Tap in with us. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. It's Friday. Chop It Up Friday. Let's go.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He got it!
Good morning, YouTube family. It's your boy Ruck in the building today, man. Y'all already know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification right now. Join the channel. Come on, if you live with me right now, go ahead and join the channel, man. As low as 99 cents, man. You can join the Straight Up Tennessee family. Get to join our Discord channel. We have about 19 more spots. If you are wanting to join the Discord, hit us on Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee. We will send you back the Discord link. What's up, everything? Vols, my boy. He said, we here, boy. We are here. And, man, we are 15 days, or what some would say, we're brew days until kickoff, man. And it don't seem real. I think every year that we get closer, right? Like every year that the season's close, the fans, myself included, we all get super, super hyped, super excited. And then when the first game gets here, it just doesn't even feel real. And it happens every single year. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, yeah, 15 days. We still got a couple weeks. Like, it still feels like there's a little bit more time. But, man, it's here, y'all. And I think the biggest thing that excites me for this year is the potential, right? Like, I think over the last couple of seasons under Josh Heupel, we've seen how good we can be when two things happen. One, when the quarterback is as efficient as possible. And two, when we score more points than I've ever seen we do. Than I've ever seen Tennessee do. But the most important thing is the quarterback being efficient. And Josh Heupel met with the media on Wednesday, and actually had someone ask him, Josh, what do you think about Joe's accuracy? How has Joe been? And Josh Heupel said Joe has been extremely accurate with the football. I saw somebody, I love the Talking Vols Network, man. Love what Boogie and all of the crew over there are doing. I watch them all the time. Love their live shows. Love everything they do. And me and Turn were watching one day, um, and I'm in their Facebook group or whatever. And I think a lot of you who watch us as well are in the Facebook group. But somebody was like, I don't feel too confident by what Josh Heupel's response was. And Heupel said Joe's been extremely accurate with the football. His decision making at times has been off the charts as far as there's still room to grow. Um, Even with those two statements right there, it sounds a lot like what he said about Hendon Hooker at this time last season. And for him to have the same language, speaking of Joe Milton, of the same way he spoke of Hendon Hooker, how could people not be confident in what Joe has potentially done and what we know he can do? If Josh Heupel is saying his accuracy is on point, I watched Josh and Swain. I listened to the Swain event. If Jason Swain, former VFL, who has full access to anything he wants at Tennessee, he goes to the scrimmages, the media doesn't. He goes to the scrimmages. He gets to go and talk to the coaches. He can go do whatever he wants because of that VFL status that he brings. If Jason Swain is saying, if Joe Milton keeps playing the way he is, and we get Orange Bowl Joe for 12 to 15 games, he's like, Joe Milton's a top 5 draft pick. He might win the Heisman. He said, because if Joe Milton is Orange Bowl Joe and better, like what are we questioning, right? Like if Joe comes out and dominates the field just like he did against Clemson, who is not a cupcake, let's be real, both teams. And let me say this. Me and Turn talk about this all the time, but it's very important that you understand something. Everyone is so worried. Am I worried about Cooper Mays? Yes. Cooper Mays is the most important player on the offense this year, I think. I am worried. However, Darnell Wright played in the Orange Bowl, right? Past Darnell and Jerome, you have the same exact offense as you had in the Orange Bowl against Clemson. You have that all year. Plus Dante Thornton. You still got the three-headed monster at running back with Small, Wright, and Sampson. You add Selden in the mix. Deshaun Bishop got hurt in training camp, and so he's out for a few months. But I'm not sure Deshaun Bishop would have saw the field much this year anyways. But what I'm saying is this. The worry needs to be more shifted on, has this defense gotten better like we think we have? We know that we have depth, right? Like we know, we've got, 3 or 4 defensive line groups. We are 2-3 deep at linebacker. We know at corner, from what I'm hearing, Christian Conyer is coming along. Ricky Gibson, from what I'm hearing, is going to play. From what I understand, Ricky Gibson is a dog, and he is going to play. Gabe Jeudy-Lally is going to play. It looks like at the last scrimmage, the starters at corner were Slaughter and Turnage. Haddon didn't play, from what I understood. He got nicked up. I believe the starters at corner for the scrimmage were Haddon and Turnage. The star position was filled by Warren Burrell, which, listen, man, having Warren Burrell back is massive for leadership experience on the field. And I think him moving into a position that's not necessarily corner could be beneficial for him and for us 100%. What's up, Dylan? I see my boy Dylan is in here, man. Everything Vols. I want to bring this up right here. It says defense is making a statement, especially in the Florida game. And so also my friend Candace says Joe's brain has had 2+ more years to develop, so he can literally be less impulsive and make better in game. Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with this. I think going back really quickly to that comment and talking about Joe Milton, he has sat under great leadership for 2 years now. He came in April of 21 and he started in August. We played August 31st that year against Bowling Green. So Thursday night opener. Like, let's be real here for just a second. You can't, I mean, you can, but you, as the quarterback of an offense that needs the quarterback to operate at such a high level, you can't expect this guy to come in 4 months and just know the whole offense. He even mentioned that he wasn't that comfortable. He didn't know everybody well. He didn't know where everybody liked ball placement, all of that. And so that's why we saw what we saw in the first two games. It was just a timing thing. Obviously, accuracy was off. But now you see, even last year in garbage duty, Joe comes in. He wasn't missing. He was not missing. Then you see in the Orange Bowl and the Vanderbilt game, dude, it's a monsoon. It's a monsoon out there. Of course, you're not going to have a good day throwing the football. But then you get to the Orange Bowl in beautiful Miami, Florida, and he handles his business. And so I think the worry does not need to be on Joe Milton. Again, going back to this point, it has to be on the defense. And I love that Warren Burrell's playing the star. Slaughter and Turnage started the last scrimmage. It looks like back at safety, you're going to have kind of a four-headed monster right now between Jalen McCullough, Wesley Walker, Andre Turrentine. From what I'm hearing, is a dog. His growth, his development, his want to has grown. I'm hearing that Andre Turrentine is going to see the field. And then it's that strong safety spot. If Wesley Walker can't go, who do we see there? Who do y'all think? If Wesley Walker's really banged up, like the media and some other folks I know are saying, who do you think is going to play that strong safety position? I mean, there's a lot of guys back there that can. A lot of guys back there that can. I think in the linebacker room, you're going to see a lot of Beasley, a lot of Pili. Very excited to see Keenan Pili here in 15 days at Nissan Stadium. But then behind them, you've got Arion Carter, just like everything Vols just said. Arion Carter. You have Arion Carter at linebacker, who I think is going to play football for Tennessee this year. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to say that he's not going to see the field. And then you've got Jeremiah Telander, who is looking great, who is playing well from what we understand in scrimmages and in practice. Caleb Herring, Elijah Herring. Y'all, there's names and there's dogs in those rooms. And so bringing this all back to who's ready to shine, it has to be the defense, man. The defense has to be ready to shine moving forward. I have said this, and if y'all watch the show frequently, y'all know this about me. I watch football from a coach's perspective. I love the game of football. I love the X's and O's. I love knowing, hey, we're lining up in cover two. Why in the world are we playing a deep third when we're in cover two or whatever it is? And I love to watch the game from that view of just being a steward of the game. And the biggest thing that I am excited to see is, and the biggest thing that I have said for a long time, and I'm going to continue to say it until it happens, the defense just has to get 8 to 10% better. Here's what I mean by that. Tennessee didn't have a horrible defense last year. And I know before everybody barks at me and says, oh, what are you talking about? Yes, we did. You don't let LSU just score 13 with a bad defense. Kentucky doesn't score 6 points with a bad defense. Fast forward, you don't hold somebody to zero. I don't care who it is, Vanderbilt, whoever. You don't hold them to zero. You don't hold Clemson to 14. So there were spurts last year where we saw how good they could be. Now they got another year under their belt, more guys behind them, more competition in practice, to the place of where if you're not playing well, you might not play. So all of these guys that have been playing got to play at a completely different level than they've been playing if they want to continue to play. This brings healthy competition. This brings development. This brings leaders. Leaders will emerge from things like this. So I say all of this to say Tennessee's defense just got to be 8 to 10% better. If they are, It's a scary season. It's a scary sight because Joe's going to do what he does. I'm going back to the text box real quick. Marcellus, my boy, Sale. Joe's confidence is through the roof. Hopefully it stays that way with how our fan base can be. We got a lot of BVS Vols, which is battered Vol syndrome. And if Joe Milton overthrows one ball, everybody's going to lose their absolute mind. Can I tell y'all to go back and watch how many times Hendon overthrew? Everybody just liked him because he did complete some passes, more passes than not. And Joe Milton is going to be doing the same exact thing this year. So in the first game against Virginia, when he has one overthrow or two overthrows, let's calm down, please. Let's please calm down. New member of the channel, my boy, Dylan Elam, my guy. Shout out to you, bro, joining the channel. We are growing, guys. We're growing. Jump on the train, man. Excited. Thank you, Dylan, for being a part of the Straight Up Tennessee family, my guy. Hit us on Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee or on Facebook at Straight Up Tennessee. We'll send you that Discord link, man. You can hop into Discord with us. So that'll be dope. Man, moving forward, though, wrapping up the show today on this Friday morning, the biggest, and I hesitate to say the biggest thing, but one of the most important things I'm looking at as well is this wide receiver rotation. I don't think it's getting enough talk about. It's not getting enough people talking about it. Obviously, we know Ramel, Brew, Squirrel, Dante, right? But I'm hearing from guys that are credible, guys that have played at the University of Tennessee. I'm hearing that Caleb Webb is having the camp of a lifetime, that he has grown. He caught the most jugs over the summer. Ramel Keaton caught, I think, like 12,000. And it was like Caleb Webb caught like 14, 15,000 jugs over the summer. Chaz Nimrod, from what I understand, is having a fantastic camp. Josh Heupel is very pleased with those two cats that nobody is talking about. And so my question as we wrap up the show to y'all is, who's that unsung hero on the offensive side of the football this year? I have a feeling it's not going to be one of the guys that we're used to seeing. I feel like Squirrel is going to do his thing. I'm excited to see Dante Thornton, who hopefully, man, we'll have on the show here soon. We had to push back a couple of episodes with Dante, but man, we are still on the docket to get him on the show, hopefully before the season starts. Excited to see Dante and the production he can bring at 6'5", 214, and you can run 24 miles an hour. I'm just throwing the ball up. I don't care. I'm just throwing it to him. Then Brew, you know what you're getting with Brew. You know what you're getting with Ramel, right? But then it's those two guys, Chaz and Caleb, that we don't know a lot about. We know Caleb Webb was great in high school. We know Chaz was great in Arkansas in high school, right? We know this. But I honestly think, man, like the tight ends, Jacob Warren, McAllen Castles. Look, as soon as I start talking about tight ends, here's Dylan. But he says Castles will be a big unsung. I think so too, man. I think it's that Castles and Ethan Davis. Personally, not because of anything Jacob Warren does wrong. Because Jay Warren, man, he has been a faithful Vol. He's been a VFL straight out of Farragut High School in Knoxville. I just think that Ethan Davis' ceiling, McAllen Castle's ceiling, what they can bring. They're faster tight ends, more possession driven. I think they're going to get some clock, man. And I think that there's going to be some separation towards the end of the year. Who takes that spot fully as tight end number one? I don't know. But who do y'all think? Comment below, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all so much. This is the best thing, man. We love the Straight Up Tennessee family. Listen. Be back with us on Monday for our live show. Me and the boy Turn tapping in. We will be literally on Monday. We will be 13, 12 days. Like, oh my God. Ooh, hallelujah. But tap in with me and Turn on Monday for our live show, 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern. Go ahead and put it in your calendar, man. Go ahead. We're gonna have the link ready. Get ready. It's gonna be a fire show. Fall camp officially, I guess, ends today. And it's all game prep, man, leading into the next couple of weeks. So we love y'all, man. It's your boy Ruck in the building. Y'all already know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on Monday. We out.